Hello guys, I am with Peter Holbrook. Hello Peter.
Hello.
Peter is the CEO of Social Enterprise UK, is member of the board of Social Enterprise World Forum. Social Enterprise is very important in Peter's life, so what is a social enterprise, Peter?
I'm sure you know the answer to this, Diego.
A little bit, but maybe
for your audience. So a social enterprise is a business, but it's a business that has a primary social ambition or goal. And that's recognised in the rules of the company. So in the DNA of the company is that commitment to both social and environmental justice, but they are predicated and committed to community ownership and to transparency, good governance, and making and leaving a positive social and environmental impact on the world and the communities in which they work and trade. So you take somewhere like Ben & Jerry's ice cream, which is a B corporation, an ethical business, and they try and source their ingredients fairly trading, and they seek to do the right thing by the environment, but ultimately they are an ice cream manufacturer.
Oh yeah.
The company that make the cookies that go into the ice cream is called Greystone Bakeries. And the whole reason they exist and their message and their marketing message is we don't employ people to bake brownies. Okay. We bake brownies to employ people. So the difference between an ethical business tries to limit its social and environmental impact during the course of its business activity, whereas a social business is set up in order to create a solution for a social problem.
Oh, it's quite similar to economy for common good, because it's to change the goal, not just getting money, but contributing to the common good.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be surprised by this. We've discussed this a million times.
This is the first time we were discussing with that guys.
No, I understand.
Select 2 or 3 public policies or changes in the system that you would like to see made a reality.
I was watching the television last night, and I saw a can or a box of sugar from 1791.
Wow.
And it was marketed, and it was the first time that this sugar was available that was sourced without any contamination from the slave trade. Even all those years ago, you could see the beginning of ethical consumerism, which I think is fascinating. So governments on the whole, around the world, spend around 40% of GDP. Now, governments should have the same sort of social ambitions as we have, right?
They should, because they are representing us.
The wellness of their citizens, the sustainability of our communities.
They're lovely.
That's so good. The preservation of our natural environment. So my goal is really to get local government and central government and governments and public bodies to spend money in ways that actually enhance the quality of life for citizens and protect the environment for future generations.
One of the goals should be that the price of a social product and a non-social product at least should be the same. How can we get that?
Well, that's where governments can play a role. So governments, I think, should give tax breaks to businesses that seek to support. Yeah. Secondly, I think they should be buying and setting an example for buying these products and services themselves. They have a huge opportunity to influence the private sector, the social sector, and everybody about mainstreaming things like the Sustainable Development Goals or the COP21 agreements into their procurements. Okay. And that would change the market. It would have a huge influence. I mean, in the UK, I've developed a Bi-Social directory.
Show me something about Bi-Social. I can see something there. Wait, hold on.
So why would you not buy these mugs, for example?
Here we go. Bi-Social. Okay.
We've got lots of Bi-Social stuff, but my point being is that this mug is providing therapeutic help and support to people who have experienced mental ill health. And this is part of their therapy. So supporting the purchase of these products, which are great products at a good price, rather than having to spend lots of tax money in interventions that may or may not work, is just as effective as medication.
So buy these kind of things.
This kind of thing. There's also, of course, bottles of water, there's soaps, there's tea towels, there's wallets.
On Market.
There's mobile phones, the market now is growing so rapidly.
I think that sometimes it's not easy to identify what is a social enterprise, but you like to go to Google and you like internet, so go there and research a little bit.
Absolutely. And check out social enterprise. The economic power is something that we often forget. So my view is that, even just supporting poorer communities to set up their own businesses is about taking economic power back and empowering poorer communities. And as inequality grows, we either look to our governments to sort this out, or we design the solutions ourselves. And social business is a great way to tackle inequality and achieve sustainability.
You can be a business person, but also an activist.
I am. I was an activist. I'm now a business person, and I love it. Political power and economic power go hand in hand. They're different sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And if you empower people politically, but not economically, forget it. And social enterprise is that, because it is political, it is business, and it is very much about economic empowerment and sharing prosperity in fair and equitable ways.
So if you want to know more about social enterprises, if you want to meet Peter and listen to him, I think I'm going to invite him to Malaga.
Yes.
To the NESI Forum. Would you like to go there?
As long as I can obviously take a sustainable form of transport there.
I think you can.
I can cycle.
Cycling from London to Malaga.
Cycle to London to Malaga with me. Come with me on my mission.
Just go now.
Exactly.
Okay. If you want to meet Peter, come to Malaga, meet Peter and know more about social enterprises. Thank you very much. Bye bye.